Boards up. The correct answer is drug dependence.
One moment. We have the ACLC, Kararayan High School, Carolina High School. Carolina is not included because they got the wrong spelling. Del Rosario High School, Leon, TNCF, Montessori, City Sai, de San Isidro, and USI got the correct answer. Also the STI, I'm sorry.
Trivia. In Article 1, Section 3 of the Republic Act 9165, drug dependence is a cluster of physiological, behavioral, and cognitive phenomena of a variety of intensity. We now proceed to our next round. In the second round, we will be asking 10 questions, 5 average questions, and 5 difficult questions, with a total of 40 points. And at the end of this round, only the top 5 participating schools who got the highest points will advance to the next round. But before that, we will have a 2-minute break.
Ayan. 2 minutes break. Sit back, relax. This is a friendly competition. Ano po? Di kita rin nag-rival. Charez. Ayan. While waiting for the tabulation score for round 1, we would like to thank the following. Office of the 3rd District Congressman of Camarines Sur, Honorable Gabriel Bordado Jr. Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, PDEA, headed by the Investigation Agent 5, Mark Anthony Amberay, the Provincial Officer of PDEA, Camarines Sur. We will also would like to thank the following: the City Government of Naga, headed by Honorable Nelson Ligacion, Honorable Vice Mayor Nene Veluz Diazes, and the entire Sangguniang Pangluson. We also would like to thank the Department of Education, Naga. Special thanks to Ms. Hazel Rose L. Sumpay, Division Nurse in Charge, and the BeeKD Division Coordinator, Department of Education, Naga, and the City Event Protocol and Publication Information Office, the CEPPIO. Thank you so much. We do really appreciate your support in our organization for today's event. Just mabalos po.
Lumalamig ang simoy ng hangin, kumikislap mga bituin.
Lalo bumibilis galaw ng mga tao.
Alright, the
Ganito
2-minute
sa
break
amin,
is,
tuwing sasabit ang Pasko.
we will be extended our break for,
Nagsasaya.
Nagtatabulate po kaya kita ano. So go na. Another 3 minutes. Pati kaya kami nahihirapan.
Kapaskuhan, ating nang
Nag-verify din
kalimutan.
Ayan. While tabulating the scores for round 1, we would like to thank the following.
Ramdamin
Ang saya ng
pagkakaisa, sama-sama tayo sa lubungin ng Pasko. Pasko na naman sa Naga, may saya ang bawat pamilya.
panahon ng pagmamahalan, kasabay
sama-sama.
Pasko na sa Naga.
Sa bahay man o opisina,
Lahat tayo'y isang pamilya.
ang pagkalinga mo
Pakikipagkapwa-tao, ito ang tunay na diwa ng Pasko. Nagdaan na taon ating
sariwain,
ang pag-asang dala.
Pasko ay salubungin. Pasko na naman sa Naga, Bisaya ang bawat pamilya. Panahon ng pagmamahalan, kasabay ng pagbibigayan. Ikaw ako tayo, kasabay ang buong mundo. Lahat sama-sama, Pasko na sa Naga.
Nagdaan na taon
Ating sariwain ang pag-asang dala, Pasko'y salubungin. Pasko na naman sa Naga, masaya ang bawat pamilya. Panahon ng pagmamahalan, kasabay ng pagbibigayan. Ikaw ako tayo, kasabay ang buong mundo. Lahat sama-sama, Pasko na sa Naga. Ikaw ako tayo, kasabay ang buong mundo. Lahat sama-sama, Pasko na sa Naga.
Nasa guidelines, promise. Magtiwala po kami. Tapos, may round 4 ba? Dain na po. Ma-eliminate lang po kita after na po. Okay. Duman sa top 5.
Nabanggit ko sa bago.
Okay.
Person required participating to get the highest possible advance in the next.
Ang in-explain ni kayo at the end of second round.
Sir Pao. Ayan, once again, remove your smart watches, mobile phones, any sheet of papers, and avoid your gestures looking back, side by side, front, to eliminate cheating incidents. Okay, let's start. Are you now ready? Because you don't have any choice. Charis. Ano po? So, ayan. Let's start our round 2 now.
All right, as I said earlier that in this round, we will be asking 10 questions, 5 average questions, and 5 difficult questions with a total of 40 points. And at the end of this round, only the top 5 participating schools who got the highest points will advance to the next round. All right, so let's begin. Are we now ready? All right, for the average questions, round 2, multiple choice. This is a drug or medicine that affects the body's central nervous system. This is a drug or medicine that affects the body's central nervous system. A, depressants. B, legal substances. C, sleeping pills. D, psychoactive substances. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is letter D, psychoactive substances.
We have Balatas High School rather, Cararaya National High School, Carolina National High School, the Del Rosario High School, the Montessori, Naga City Montessori, the NCSAT, City Science, Santa Cruz National High School, and the STI College.
Trivia: the psychoactive substances are chemicals affecting how the brain functions and thus have the power to affect a person's mind, mood, and behavior when consumed.
Question number 2. This is one of the classification of drugs which refers to the feelings of happiness and power that increase the energy and endurance of an individual. This is one of the classification of drugs which refers to the feelings of happiness and power that increase the energy and endurance of an individual. A, stimulants. B, tranquilizers. C, pills. D, opioids. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is A, stimulants.
We have the ACLC, Ateneo de Naga, Balatas High School, Cararaya National High School, the Concepcion Pequeña, Del Rosario, Leon Mercado, NCF, Montessori, City Sci, NCSAT, San Isidro, STA College, and USI get the correct answer.
Trivia: it induces alertness, elevated mood, wakefulness, increased speech and motor activity, and decreased appetite.
For the third question, this is the restoration of a person to the best possible level of functioning after suffering from a behavioral disorder. This is the restoration of a person to the best possible level of functioning after suffering from a behavioral disorder. A, detoxification. B, rehabilitation. C, center. D. Rehabilitation Center. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is letter B, rehabilitation.
We have the ACLC, Ateneo de Naga, Cararayan, Carolina, Concepcion, Del Rosario, NCF, Montessori, City Sci, NCSAT, San Isidro, STI College, and USI got the correct answer.
Trivia. The rehabilitation helps a child, adult, or older person to be as independent as possible in everyday activities and enables participation in education, work, recreation, and meaningful life roles such as taking care of family. Now we will proceed to question number 4.
What are the 4 classifications of drugs? What are the 4 classifications of drugs? A. Narcotics, stimuli, depressants, and pills. B. Mescaline, peyote, and alcohol. C. Stimulants, hallucinogens, opium, and depressants. D. Depressants, opioids, hallucinogens, and stimulants. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is letter D. Depressants, opioids, hallucinogens, and stimulants.
We have the ACLC, the Ateneo, Balatas, Carolina, Concepcion, the City Science, NCSAT, and STI got the correct answer.
Trivia. Depressant substances reduce arousal and stimulation. Opioids are substances that act on receptors to produce morphine-like effects. Medically, they are primarily used for pain relief, including anesthesia. Hallucinogens are a diverse group of drugs that alter a person's awareness of their surroundings as well as their own thoughts and feelings. Stimulants induce alertness and elevated mood.
Question number 5. In Article 1, Section 3 of the Republic Act 9165, this pertains to the analytical test using a device, tool, or equipment with a different chemical or physical principle. In Article 1, Section 3 of the Republic Act 9165, this pertains to the analytical test using a device, tool, or equipment with a different chemical or physical principle. A. Drug test. B. Laboratory test. C. Confirmatory test. And D. Pregnancy test. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is letter C, confirmatory test.
And everybody got the correct answer.
Under Article 1, Section of the Republic Act 9165, confirmatory test is analytical test using a device, tool, or equipment with a different chemical or physical principle that is more specific.
Difficult questions in round 2, multiple choice and identification. Question number 1, identification. This is a kind of drug that is produced by clandestine laboratories. This is a kind of drug that is produced by clandestine laboratories. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is synthetic drugs.
And nobody got the correct answer.
Trivia: synthetic drugs are created using man-made chemicals rather than natural ingredients.
Question number 2 for identification. What is the scientific name for marijuana? What is the scientific name for marijuana? Your timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is cannabis sativa. The correct spelling is cannabis, C-A-N-N-A-B-I-S. Sativa, S-A-T-I-V-A.
We have the Ateneo Concepcion Pequeña del Rosario, Leon Mercado, NCF, City Sci, got the correct answers.
Cannabis sativa is an annual herbaceous flowering plant, plant indigenous to Eastern Asia, but now of cosmopolitan distribution due to widespread cultivation.
Question number 3, multiple choice. This is a classification of drugs which affects sensation, thinking, self-awareness, and emotion. This is a classification of drugs which affects sensation, thinking, self-awareness, and emotion. A, stimulants. B, depressants. C, opioids. D, hallucinogens. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is letter D, hallucinogens.
We have the Ateneo de Naga, Cararaya National High School, Concepcion Pequeña del Rosario, the NCSAT got the correct answer.
Trivia: hallucinogens is a classification of drugs that causes hallucinations such as LSD.
For the 4th question, this act is known as A, Comprehensive Drugs Act of 2002, B, Dangerous Drug Act of 2002, C, Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, D, Comprehensive Dangerous Drug Act of 2002. Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer is letter C. Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002.
We have the Cararayan High School, Carolina, Concepcion Pequeña, Del Rosario, Leon Mercado, NCF, Montessori, City Science, and CSAT, San Isidro, Santa Cruz, and USI get the correct answer.
The Republic Act 9165 is known as Comprehensive Dangerous Drugs Act of 2002, is the policy of the state to safeguard the integrity of its territory and the well-being of its citizenry, particularly the youth, from the harmful effects of dangerous drugs on their physical and mental being, and to defend the same against acts or omissions detrimental to their development and preservation.
Last question. Question number 5. Identification. What do you call the act of giving away, selling, or distributing medicine or any dangerous drug with or without the use of prescription? What do you call the act of giving away, selling, or distributing medicine or any dangerous drug with or without the use of prescription? Timer starts now. Boards up. The correct answer, dispense.
And we have the ACLC, Cararayan, Concepcion, NCF, Montessori, Naga City Science, Santa Cruz, and USI get the correct answer.
Trivia. Under Article 1, Section 3 of RA 9165, dispense is the act of giving away, selling, or distributing medicine or any dangerous drug with or without the use of prescription. After the first and second round, let's have a round up of points. Based on the results, press Eric.
Okay. While tabulating the scores, we will give you 5 minutes break. You can take your review then and a water break for this one.
All right. Afterwards, we will be announcing the top 5 participating schools who will advance to the next round.
While tabulating the scores for round 2, we would like to thank the following sponsors. Office of the 3rd District Congressman of Camarines Sur, Honorable Gabriel Bordado Jr. Philippine Drug Enforcement Agency, headed by Investigation Agent 5, Mark Anthony M. Veray, the Provincial Officer of PDEA Camarines Sur. We also would like to thank the following. City Government of Naga, headed by Honorable Nelson S. Gacion, Honorable Vice Mayor Cecilia Vilus Diazis, and the entire Sangguniang Panlunsod. We also would like to extend our gratitude to the Department of Education Naga. Special thanks to Ms. Hazel Rose L. Sumpay, Division Nurse in Charge, the BeeKD Coordinator of Department of Education Naga, and also the City Event Protocol and Public Information Office. We do really appreciate your support in this organization for today's event. Diyos mabalus po. We also acknowledge our DepEd nurses. Welcome po sa competition and thank you so much. Your presence is 100% boosted.
Nandito na, nadarama, nakikita, nararanasan. Ang saya nating ngiti, pinaglaban, pinangarap, pinaghirapan. Maglugaw, puno ng ngiti at saya. Ang lahat sinimulan sa aming puso't isipan. At hindi papayagan na mawala, na masaktan, mapabayaan. Pagkatao at prinsipyo, noon hanggang ngayon at sa kinabukasan. Di maiiwasan, galaw at pagbabago. Ngayon nga ay tutungo, eto na ang bagong kwento. Naga na, ngayon na, nakagat, nakaukit sa kasaysayan. Naga na, tayo na, puno ng pag-asa aming kinabukasan. At di nyo mapipigilan, ang kwento ay madudungan, mapag-alaga, mapitiwan.
Our Division Medical Officer
Maaasahan.
of BeeKD Naga. Thank you very much.
At darating